Hi, I'm Richard Ashworth. I'm going to talk to you for a minute about 2014, the year of the wood horse. Now, the wood horse is outgoing and spontaneous, but there are other factors that apply. So let me just say some rapid things that I can see likely to be happening in the year of the wood horse. Let me say a number of things that I think are likely to happen in the year of the wood horse. Firstly, this is a bright, hot year, so probably a very hot summer. Secondly, with the referendum in Scotland, I think we're going to get a yes vote. One way of looking at the Chinese cycles to see what's going to happen in the future is to see where in the Chinese cycle of 60 years a particular year falls. And 2014 is exactly the same as 1714. And if you know any history, you'll find that 1714 is a very interesting time in Scottish history. 1715, an even more interesting time in Scottish history. In fact, you might predict that if they didn't get a yes vote, there'd be serious unrest. In horse years, like the fire horse year of 1966, British sporting teams tend to do well, so the odds are that we will do better in the World Cup than we have previously. We're not going to win it, but we'll do better. If you want to know when we're next going to win it, 2026, that's the next year of the fire horse. Last time we did well, I think, was 2002, when we had a month with the fire horse, if you want to go back and check that. And we did great until the month ran out, until it went over from June into July, as I recall. In 2014, dealing with global warming accelerates, and 2014 is the beginning of the entry into what the Chinese will call the 9 fate. The 8 fate has been about spirituality. It's been about a certain stubbornness and a certain stuckness. The 9 fate is going to be about global warming, in which the purification of water, the dealing with packaging, dealing with rubbish and recycling are going to become the very highest priorities. So that's in the 9 cycle, which starts in 2016. How the wood horse contrasts with the water snake we've just been through. The water snake is the year when what you see is not what you get. It's a year of deception. It's a year of the year of cover-up. So we get a cover-up among the military in the US. We get a cover-up about Hillsborough in the UK. We get a cover-up in Parliament. We get a cover-up where everybody is being monitored by the NSA constantly, and that applies even to world leaders. The year of the wood horse is about brightness and elimination. These things come to light. The denials are much less easy to sustain. It's hard to read a year as fiery as 2014 as being one where markets do not peak. Markets are liable to peak in 2014. It's hard to read it another way. Markets tend to follow good weather, among other things. They have a sort of a manic depressive cycle. So when it's wet, as it has been between 2007 and 2013, you get poor performance from markets, and then suddenly you get better performance as the fire comes in. 2013 is largely fire. 2014 very, very fiery. So markets liable to peak as things hot up. It may be they peak and maybe go further than peaking. My guess is that you will see a surge in Far Eastern markets early in February. I'm not licensed to give investment advice, so please don't treat it that way.